Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast Experiment. I'm Mike. Let's see what we have on the table for today. Boom. I've been wanting to show you guys this for a while, but if you're new to the channel, I like to really put something to use before recommending it or even reviewing it on the channel. So I've been putting this guy through its paces for probably a good 9 to 12 months now, and figured now's the time to show it off. If you're also new to the channel, I did a review of the Zojirushi crazy serial number SMSA60BA a long time ago, and this has kind of been my go-to thermos for years. I don't really use it for hot beverages because we'll get into this difference later, but it has a non-stick coating on the inside, which you can see the difference between the stainless steel and the non-stick coating. And to me, even if it's okay, it is, obviously this is made for hot beverages as well. Just my brain tells me that's kind of weird. So I only use this for cold beverages. So I wanted to get something for coffee, specifically because you guys know coffee can kind of leave a little bit of a flavor on the inside of anything that you're constantly drinking coffee out of. So I wanted something solely for coffee, and also that would be good for hot beverages. So that was my thought behind purchasing this guy, and obviously I really like the design. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have bought it, but let's get into it. So that's a look at the packaging. There you go. It is from Japan, and let's get it. May look like I'm unboxing it, but trust me, put this guy to use. So this is how it comes. All right, so got to look at all that, right? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, just in case you guys wanted to see that one more time. There's your features. It is vacuum insulated, similar to the Zojirushi. There is a huge difference in the consuming beverage part, which you'll see here. So this has that tiny ring around 360 degrees, so you can drink from any side and still get a controlled flow, but you can see the Zojirushi obviously just one direction, but that being the liquid and then the air hole still gives you a really good controlled flow. So if you're driving or something, you're not going to splash hot coffee all over your face. And this part also comes off to reveal a wide mouth, which is another thing I really like. Comes with instructions if you need those. Gives you a good breakdown. You guys can pause the video if you want to read any of this, but gives you a really good breakdown of everything. And the back, again, you can pause if you want to read anything. Get that out of the way. As you could see, this, one of the reasons I got it is just stainless steel on the inside, so you could see the same. There is no coating. For some people with stainless steel, like I've had a clean canteen for years, and some people swear that taints like water or anything that they put in it has a metallic taste. I haven't noticed that with this or with my clean canteen. And I tend to have a pretty sensitive palate, but I guess either A, that doesn't bother me, or B, maybe I got good ones and they got bad ones. I'm not sure. I do thoroughly clean any of these when I purchase them. So maybe that's part of it, is just getting all the gunk off or whatever. I don't know. But you can see it has the name. Very, very Spartan design. Nothing, no huge logos anywhere. Gross stuff going on. But this holds... Actually, let's get into some of the stats, huh? So for comparison's sake, this guy holds 20 ounces, and the prices are all over the place because I'm not sure if Zojirushi actually makes this specific model anymore. But on Amazon, the matte black version right now is $32.99. But the different colors prices are all over the place. Some of them are like $50-$60, so I don't know. Anyways, this particular model, if you can find it, it is available on Amazon, $32-ish for the matte black. It holds 20 ounces. They claim that it holds hot beverages hot and cold beverages cold for 6 hours. And it has the non-stick interior like I showed you a moment ago. The Kinto, which is what today's video is technically about, is about $35 from their website. Again, links will be down below in the description. It is 500 milliliter, as you saw on the box, which equates to about 17 ounces. So it's a little bit smaller than the Zojirushi. It is 18.8 stainless steel on the inside, which is that food grade stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about imparting flavors or anything like that. Easy to clean, bulletproof basically. Not technically, I don't think. So Kinto on their website claims that it holds hot beverages, which they specify as being 69 degrees Celsius or 156 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 hours, and cold beverages being 7 degrees Celsius and 45 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 hours. So again, that 6 hour mark for both. And it says it's polypropylene silicone BPA free. So again, nothing on the inside except the stainless steel. And then this being, I guess high grade plastic, but I'm less worried about the top pieces, is that those aren't really in contact with the liquid except when you're drinking. It's just, keeping something 180 degrees or whatever against any type of chemical coating. I just have a weird gut feeling about. So for me, some of the things I really like, again, mentioning no coating for hot beverages. I don't mind it for cold beverages. I wish just this lid could screw on, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. I really do love the design and the size. This is a perfect size for me, kind of having a larger American-sized coffee, but I don't go crazy. I'm not drinking like 50 ounces of coffee or anything, but this gives me just enough room at the top for when I do a Chemex or a AeroPress with a little extra, hot water or something like that. So for my brew methods, this is perfect. And then also keeps things hot and cold. I've done both, and also I really do like the drinking mouthpiece. But back to the lid, so you can see, I'll get you out of here. So you can see when you're screwing on this lid, this is where this goes into. But for cold beverages, like the other day I had some iced coffee in here because it's getting kind of warm in Northern California. It would have been really cool to just have this and then put that on there, but you guys can see it doesn't fit. This is not a deal breaker by any means. It's just, again, me being nitpicky. But even then, with the ice in here, it's actually kind of nice having the lid blocking the ice while you're still able to get the cold coffee out of there. You can use this for anything, obviously. This, like I mentioned earlier, is just kind of my coffee mug. So, and having said that, the iced coffee, I actually threw it in our car, and we went on a hike for quite a few hours, 4 or 5 hours. And as I mentioned, it's pretty hot right now. And it was still freezing cold. The ice was still there. So this thing works really well for cold beverages. And again, for hot beverages, nails it, which is mainly, my 99% use case. Use this for hot coffee. It keeps coffee hot for a long time. Just like with the Zojirushi, when you're putting your coffee in these guys, you might want to leave the lid off for 5-10 minutes before you go wherever you're having to go, or sit down at your desk or whatever you're doing, to let the coffee cool off to a drinking temperature before putting the lid on and sealing everything up, because it will keep it too hot for hours. So I'm not one of the kind of people that likes to drink my coffee at 180 degrees, 190 degrees. Kind of burns my mouth. So I usually leave it open for a little bit, and I'll go finish getting ready, and then I'll throw the lid on and go out the door and do what I have to do. And then it's perfect. It's keeping it at that, hot, drinkable temperature for as long as the cup lasts, basically, or as long as the coffee lasts, basically. And then, as I mentioned, I really do. There you go. You could see the ring in there now. So it just has a couple of support sections to hold the center, but you can drink from a 360 degrees, which is another thing I really like, not having to. You could pull this out of your bag or out of your cup holder or wherever you're keeping it on your desk, and just go for a drink, and not having to orient the bottle in any particular direction to take a sip. Not that that's a big deal with this guy, because I feel like the way they made the lid is so you can only open it and drink it from one side, so it's pretty intuitive. But not having to think about that with this is also really, really nice. My use cases for the two different containers are different. But I really, really do love this guy, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. The design, again, as I stated, I really love the minimal aesthetic. That it's very Japanese to me. Beautiful but functional. Stark, but also like making a statement. They do have a bunch of different colors. I just like the white because it helps me differentiate between the two at a glance. But that's basically it. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. A friend actually introduced them to me. Introduced them to me a while ago. Decided to pick one up because I needed that hot coffee container and have been in love. I really, really do enjoy it. I think you guys will too. Thank you for swinging by. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribed, and shared the video with those you think would also enjoy it. Again, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful week. Take it easy.